Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sohum and I'm on a mission to spread peace, love, and positivity through music. Today I'll be reacting to When a Blind Man Cries by Deep Purple. And the moment I received this request, so many questions sprung up in my mind. It elicited many thoughts because When a Blind Man Cries, that title stands out to you as it did to me. And, the first question that came to my mind is, well, all people are capable of crying. Why does the fact that he's a blind man matter? Blind man crying, that's, a sad thing. It's a sad state of affairs, but it's just more descriptive rather than like causal. Then the second question I had after that was, okay, well, let's take for granted that he is blind and crying. Well, is there a reason he's crying because he's blind? Is that related? Is he crying because he literally can't see the beauty in the world? Or is he crying because something he hears is so beautiful that, those are tears of joy? Or maybe he's hearing something terrible as well. I don't know. This, could be answered in several different ways, but those are the questions that immediately sprung to my mind. I'm excited to find out the answers here today. A big thank you to Graham, whose generous support made this reaction possible. And now, let's jump in. You have this big organ sound.
If you're leaving, close the door. I'm not expecting people anymore.
Oh, he's lonely by himself.
Hear me grieving, lying on the floor.
On the floor.
Whether I'm drunk or dead, I really ain't too sure.
Do you hear this like Hammond organ? It kind of feels like an overcast, dark cloud in the context of this song.
Dead, I really ain't too sure.
Very sad atmosphere so far.
I'm a blind man. I'm a blind man. And my world is pale.
Ooh.
When a blind man cries, Lord,
Oh, that's beautiful.
Saturday.
Beautifully sad. Oh, take over. This bluesy guitar. Oh, this is gorgeous. The surrounding accompaniment is so melodic and dark. For a moment, this song kind of reminds me of Alvin Lee's Bluest Blues, which I've done a reaction to that on this channel. Absolutely worth checking out if you like this song. Oh, this is moving.
Had a friend once in a room. Had a good time, but it ended much too soon.
Lonely again.
In a cold month. When a blind man cries.
When a blind man's cold, he feels it from his soul. So the friend he lost kept him warm, and now the friend's gone, left alone and cold. Man, what a beautifully sad song. When a blind man cries. There's so many nice elements to this track, and it happens to be a relatively simple one, all things considered, for a Deep Purple track. And narratively, we're just right in that pocket, just sad through and through, telling the story of this blind man. And it kind of taps on these ideas of isolation, of being alone, of just sensing, the vapid nature of the world around him, of just being cold. Part of me still wonders, like, why does it strictly matter that he is blind? There wasn't as much lyricism devoted to, let's say, like, him not being able to see certain things, or if being blind was caused by a certain thing. The way I kind of interpret that, given the context of the lyrics we heard, is that being blind is in itself a disability, and those who are afflicted with blindness, they struggle in many ways, and it's not only in those ways, they struggle in the ways that many of us also struggle who have vision, right? Imagine like the average person who has no bodily impairments. Well, we still will have struggles in our day-to-day life, but now all you do is just tack on top of that blindness and you have one more struggle. And in that sense, people may be quicker to overlook or abandon those afflicted with blindness. So in a sense, if a blind man cries, which I believe one of the lines was about a blind man crying, it's the saddest thing ever, then it's, an example of this is like worse than the normal situation. And when they're crying, it's really bad because people in those positions are very strong and have to deal with a lot. I don't know. I'm very curious to check out the lyrics specifically, but this is a really, really powerful song. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. Subscribe if you did. We're going to take a look at the lyrics here. Here we go. If you're leaving, close the door. I'm not expecting people anymore. See, this right here is already just so sad because you had people in your life and now they never show up anymore. They kind of left you by the wayside. Hear me, grieving, crying, lying on the floor. Whether I'm drunk or dead, I'm really not sure anymore. He's just completely left alone. I'm a blind man and my world is pale. When a blind man cries, Lord, there ain't a sadder tale. Had a friend once in a room, had a good time, but it ended much too soon. In a cold month in that room, found a reason for the things we had to do. So this kind of, to me, alludes like intimacy and literally your bodies are now warm together. So in that cold month you were keeping warm, but now that you've gone and I'm still blind, I'm actually super cold and I can feel it in my soul. Wow. Yeah, it is a very sad song, very bluesy with the guitars. And again, with that Hammond organ, it kind of sits atop this whole song as this like dark, overcast cloud. There's this like melodic haze that we're all sitting in when we listen to When a Blind Man Cries. Let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments down below, but I hope you enjoyed my reaction. Subscribe if you did, and if you'd like to request one yourself, hit the link down below. And as always, my friends, have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and peace.